Hey everyone, let's go on another walk together. I'm going to start Healthy as Fuck by Oonagh Duncan, I think. I found this book in my Audible members and I don't know, I know nothing about this, but I'm kind of in a mood for non-fiction and this sounded interesting. So let's see what it's about, and I think it's about diets because there's a huge scale on the cover. Let's see. Yay, it's all about habits. If you don't know, I love books about habits. This one is about healthy habits in the weight loss industry, or rather how the weight loss industry doesn't teach you healthy habits and how you maybe want to learn some. She started off in an introduction telling us what the book's about her past and her history in weight loss, or in general being a person, and how the difference between a diet and a lifestyle is that a diet is exhausting and you struggle with it, whereas a lifestyle is something that falls easy to you. So if your lifestyle is not eating meat, then it's easy and you don't have to struggle and take breaks from it. I like that idea. Curious to see where everything is going. Introduction to part 1 is fun. It's all about deciding what kind of body you want and if you actually want to lose weight. She also points out that fashion trends change, that trends in body shape and form change and shift, and that is a wrong idea to shape your body image for. So you need to decide what you want to find a healthy lifestyle, to find a healthy balance for your body and weight loss journey, let's say like that. Nice extra bonus. Chapter 1 is all about self-empowerment for women and body acceptance. There's a little bit of history where she came from, her past, and where she is now, and some examples of women who changed, but it's all about go for what you want. Love that. Chapter 2 is all about being honest. If you want change, you have to change, and it's going to be hard, but you have to decide what you want, if you want to stay the way you are or if you want to go somewhere new, and you have to imagine that, and then you have to make the hard changes. I like this. Personally, I always say I don't want to lose weight as much as I want to eat the chocolate in the evening, so that's not going to change it. That's going to happen. I must admit, I think I'm in my confirmation bias bubble here. Chapter 3 is all about that you won't change just because you lose weight. You will still be you. You need to accept yourself the way you are now so that you can be also working on other things and not just weight loss, because the weight loss will not solve all the problems that you have. It's all about not shame and feeling good about yourself. I really like this book. I didn't expect that. And I also like the tone that she has. It's very entertaining and light and fun. The introduction to part 2, where she finally tells us what to do, is spot on. She says, we know what to do, it's just hard to do it. And that motivation and willpower and discipline will not see us through, but habits. So let's go and see what's about the habits. Chapter 4 is all about the habit loop. And she's really serious about that. That, you know, a habit is a trigger, the habit and a reward. And she says to start off, pick a reward that works for you. Now, I am not very good at rewarding myself for things. That doesn't really get me going. But I know that I'm a person that may have recently tweeted that I only exercise because it's Sunday morning. And I also like that I know after my exercise in the morning, I do feel better. So that's the intrinsic reward. So I don't need an extra reward. So I don't need an extra outside reward, but I've had this habit for a long time. So maybe you need something to start. And she does give you some ideas. I really don't know how this works. Chapter 5, Back Home. It was endless, but it was very good. It was 7 hands-on habits. Really what you can do, really helpful and long-winded explained. And I must admit, I may be patting myself on the back because I have the no alcohol and exercise daily habit down, and ignore that I don't do well on the eating habit. Definitely not well on preparing meals. Well, generally, all good points, all well sold, all well presented, and all with realistic aims and lives down at the basis. Enjoyed that. listening more tomorrow, hopefully while I'm running. Part 3 is all about facing the challenges we have to make these habits stick. I listened to this in one go as I ran this morning, so I can't give you the breakdown in the chapters. But I enjoyed this very much. It's looking at the excuses we can find for not doing the habits, for skipping a habit, for not changing our lifestyle, all the things that we do to sabotage ourselves. And yeah, it was helpful because I was trying to reach my heart rate goal running this morning and I failed miserably because I wasn't running due to snow chaos and ice, and now I have to start over. But having her call me out on the bullshit excuses that I could hear in my head was very good. Now, summing up this whole book, like I said in the beginning, I went into this mostly blind. I have no idea who Oonagh Duncan is. I had never heard of her. I also have to mention that I'm currently not prioritizing weight loss, so that was not my intention for picking up this book. While I could do with a few kilos less, I feel better when I have a few less. I am not prioritizing that right now, and I'm not willing to give up my chocolate habit. Yes. So looking back, I must say this book reinforces what I believe about habits and weight management and a healthy lifestyle and feeling good about yourself. What I really liked about the book, that she is very positive. She's always about the choice, that you make the choice. There is no shame here if you don't want to do the six-pack or if you don't want to fit into the size 0. Make the choice how you want to feel and then work on that. And it's very empowering. I find it very supportive of whatever goals you have and whatever excuses you have. It's very realistic also with taking into account that lives are busy and giving us an easy way out. One of my core beliefs of how to make habits stick is giving yourself bad days. That means you have a minimum of what you have to do to make that habit, to reach and say, I've done the habit today. And that's what she enforces as well, that the habit loop is maintained if you just go for a walk for 10 minutes instead of that 10-mile run that you had planned. It's perfectly fine. And so I must say I'm probably biased as this is reinforcing everything I believe in anyways, but I can see people profiting from it. So if you were struggling with weight loss or have read a lot of diet books that won't help, this is not a diet, this is a lifestyle change. And that's all I'm supporting and I'm all for it. So let me know in comments if you have read the book, if you have tried or heard about the book, if you were cautious about the book, whatever you want to talk about. Let's talk in comments. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.